you feel it wherever you are. It's the Monday Night Raw review live on Halloween night 2022. I'm Joe Cronin. Hit the like button, and if you're brand new, you better subscribe, or mothers won't get laid tonight. It is Halloween night. You gotta give it to me. It's Halloween night, boys and girls. Give it to me. It's the Raw review. Let me feel your energy on Halloween night. We're drinking pumpkin vodka, baby. Get damage control the hell off my TV now. Send them packing, please. For the love of God, get damage control out of here. Tonight, you can have some fun by clicking the like button or subscribing to the channel or donating. The link is at the top of the stream, or use Super Chat, whatever. Keep it rolling, because tonight was better than last week. Thank God. I believe tonight's Raw was better than last week. Absolutely better. Way better than last week. I got to tell you, man. Boy, was it better. It felt better. It was better. What's that? I don't know what that was, but oof. Ooh. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. Wait. What the hell's going on? My glow stick.
I feel it. I feel the Halloween demon in my blood. Tonight's Monday Night Raw took over my body on Halloween night. And tonight, for $9.99, we will change my features live on the show. Just for you, I'm feeling a little fucking demonic tonight. I wanna stroke my cock. Monday Night Raw was
much better than usual, I'll say that. I'll tell you this. Triple H even made an appearance tonight on the show. He came out there, and we had unfortunately, we've seen it a million times, Brock Lesnar once again. Oh, it's a fight. They're in the back. They're having a break-apart brawl. They're all over the place.
And, the only thing I took away from it
was that, Triple H was out there. Triple H was out there, and that was cool. But other than that, we've seen this so many times that it's like, well, how many more times can we see it? And again, it's pretty much good
every time.
But it was still good I still enjoyed it. I will say this, and usually Halloween sucks, right? Usually a Monday Night Raw Halloween episode is fucking terrible. Terrible. But tonight, we actually got something that was sort of fun. It might have been only a 4 or 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10, whatever you thought it was. But it was definitely better than what we got last week and the week before that. I think tonight's show is better. Now, the only problem was that the end of the night again
ended with damage control.
So we had damage control again. But it looks like they might actually really be breaking them up, because they took the belts off them, which, I think this is going to lead to a bunch of
infighting with damage control. So,
I mean, and maybe probably the breakup of them. I mean, they've got to be seeing what we're seeing, that it's just not good. It's not working. It's bad. Their worst rating comes at this time when they're on the TV. I mean, you got to get them broken up. It's the worst. It's an atrocious rating. You know, I mean, I don't think those lie at all. Right? Those ratings don't lie. They're an atrocious fucking rating. They're a horrible rating for Damage Control. And it's absolutely them. It's nothing else. I mean, yeah, the third hour and Monday Night Football, I get it, but it's them, man. They suck. You can put them on in the second hour, the ratings would drop because it's just so fucking terrible. It's really bad. It's really bad. What up, Chad? How you guys doing?
What's up?
Tonight on the show, $9.99, we'll get ourselves a filter change. I'm starting to feel a little bit... Oh, I feel a little bit better. God damn, I felt weird there for a little bit. Very weird. Shit bum.
WTF with the women, they are so boring. To make them even more uninteresting, they lost the tag titles. Bobby Brock should have opened. Seth Theory, thumbs up, 3/10.
Oh, wow. Overall, you gave the show a 3 out of 10. Damn. Man, I thought it was better than last week and the week before that. I will say that. Alex Oli, thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Every $9.99 tonight, I will go to a different filter. So anything that's over $9.99 or at $9.99, I will change the filter out tonight. So just know that. But right now we're sticking with the devil, man. It is Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. Browns and Bengals game is trash. Dude, no doubt about it. What a fucking mess. What a mess that game is, bro. I didn't even watch it. And you know what? I didn't bet on it tonight, so no big deal. Let me put the poll up, too. So $9.99 or more, I'm going to change the filter tonight. And I'm going to put a poll up for you guys for Raw. Raw was awesome. Raw was good. Raw was blah. Raw was terrible. There you go. I'm Emelina. Remember Emelina? Remember how mad Jake was when he did that? He actually texted me the other day when Emma came back, and he goes, "It's me, Emelina." It was really funny. That shit cracked me up when he did that back in the day. Emelina. Alex Oli, thank you for the $5 donation, man. Appreciate it. Let me see. Scott Steiner, the numbers don't lie. Yeah, the man who can't do math, man. No doubt about it. Halloween Ends is better than Raw tonight. That's dumb, bro. Halloween Ends is trash. What are you talking about? I'm not, didn't love it. I don't understand it. It wasn't, I'll probably never watch it again, to be honest. I'll never probably watch it again, to be honest. But I thought Raw was better than last week and the week before that. But that's not saying much because I gave those shows a 3 out of 10, bro. So, not really good there. But it was a better show tonight. I don't know. Usually a Halloween show is straight trash. So the fact that there were some things that I liked, I thought Bianca and Nikki Ash, or whatever she is, Nikki Cross again, I thought them opening the show was not good. I thought that was a mistake. I was like, you know what? I don't really like them opening the show. Because I immediately was like, oh, man, I don't care. And I know that, but there's a large portion of the audience that does like, oh, Nikki Cross is back and the Bianca Belair and stuff like that. But, man, there's a large portion of the audience, too, that just, they don't care. So that was a bad way to open Raw. I think they probably should have opened with, like you said, the Brock Lesnar stuff. But they've done that a lot. So they probably figured, hey, listen, everyone's going to be tuning in at the beginning anyway. So we'll just have that go on and, whatever they decided beyond that. But, I just thought that could have been, something different, could have maybe opened up Raw. I'm trying to get to Raw, but the DVR isn't letting me play it because I wanted to go match by match in order. I liked Otis's dancing bit. You know, I did enjoy that with, you know, what's his face? I ate a little bit of Halloween candy tonight, so I'm hoping my gallbladder doesn't start up on me. I tested the waters a little bit. I did eat pretty well. I ate asparagus today, some mashed potatoes. Earlier today, the only thing I ate was a small little sandwich. I mean, a tiny one. Syrian bread and stuff like that. But I did have a couple of Kit Kats, just 2 little Kit Kats, 2 and 2, and something else. And I can feel it a little in my stomach right now. I do feel a little bit of a something, but you know, nothing crazy, hopefully, yet. Hopefully. But I definitely, the fact that I feel anything, the fact that I feel a little bit of a twinge, it's like, oh, yeah, okay. Better, you know, calm down a little bit, you know, again. So, got to go see a gastroenterologist or whatever. So, no more chocolate, like, whatsoever. It's pretty much going out the window. Yeah, I agree, man. Stop having the women in the main event. I agree with that. Like, hopefully tonight was the last night. I mean, they took the belts off Damage Control and they put them somewhere else. You know what I mean? They do something different. But I don't know what they'll do. You know, I'm not sure what their plans are. But I'm hoping that the point of this is because they're going to break up Damage Control and they're going to put the belts on somebody else. You know, they put the belts on somebody else, let them run with it, let Damage Control break apart and do whatever they're going to do next. Hopefully into sort of a, you know, singles competition and stuff like that, because that Damage Control is death on the show. Like, it's been death on the show. They have been awful. It has just brought the show down. It's killed. I mean, at least they put it in the death spot, I guess, in the third hour at the very end when they figure people are trailing off the bed or they've gone away anyway. But Jesus, bro. Like, it's really bad at that. Like, they have been bad. And it's weird because I like all the women kind of like separately aside from themselves. I like them all. But as a group doing whatever they're doing right now, man, I have not enjoyed that whatsoever. Oh, shit.
Just scissor me.
Scissor me.
Scissor me. Scissor me, daddy. Scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I wanted you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I wanted you to do is scissor me.
Happy Halloween, Joey.
Happy Halloween, Ghost from the Coast. And when you drop $9.99 or above tonight, you know that we're getting a filter change. So let's get to it. Don't you fucking know it, you bunch of... What's going on? My pronouns are BB and Bobo. How you guys doing? So what's up? So much happened on Raw tonight. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was a Monday Night Raw that you'll never forget. Like, so good. Anyway, I hope everybody in the chat has their pronouns and their name. And please type them, whatever your pronouns are right now, please type them in the chat right now. I'd love to see them. Express yourself so we all know who you are. We're all somebody. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go back to school because I think I want to teach children. I think that's the right call for me. You know, like, a lot of people want to do a lot of things in the world that aren't really helpful. But you know what I mean? Like, the look on, like, so I was at the supermarket the other day, and this little kid was just like, he was like just with his mother, and she was clearly like one of these regular moms that's probably a Christian mom and super like strict and stupid. And his mom was like, "Hey, come here. I'm talking to you, son." And I said, "You know, you don't have to be son. You can be Sim Sum." And I told him that, and I said, you could also have a vagina. you know? And then his mom was like, get away from my kid, you fucking sicko. And I'm like, oh my God, you're a homophobe and you're like a sick, what a bitch. Like, she was so gross. I was just trying to tell her 7-year-old about, like, you know, changing his boy-girl parts or whatever. And, like, because his mom's never going to tell him about that. You know what I mean? They're just going to raise him like a boy, which is, like, and maybe he is a boy, fine. But, like, he's never even been told about these other things. So I was just trying to inform him. But, of course, his mother is, like, a sick right-wing person. So they won't tell their son about chopping his parts off. And so at least I did. And she got all mad at me. It's like, this is wrong with the world. Anyway, Monday Night Raw was so much better tonight than last week. Seriously, so much better. Also, Marina Shafir's a whore. I just wanted to say that. Sorry. I just wanted to tell you guys that. It's not just my opinion. Other people have that opinion too. So it's not just me. Lots of people have opinions about things, and that's one of them. Marina Shafir is a whore. And Jade Cargill is more of a man than anybody else in Nyla. So yeah. And Tony Khan is a goblin. So just wanted to say that. I really did like Raw tonight. One of the biggest things would have been better for me is if R-Truth tonight, because he was wearing that cowboy outfit. Oh my God. Did you guys see R-Truth's fucking cowboy outfit tonight? Oh my God. So I almost took a carrot out of the refrigerator and put it in myself, like, while staring at him. And I wanted to put it in slow motion, like when he fell over with the boots on, because it looks so cute. And I just got to tell you that, oh my goodness, R-Truth is so hot. He's like 48 or something. Like, and he is still, like, just a banger. Like, he is so a banger. Did you guys see when Corey Graves threw his papers into the crowd tonight? He actually threw his papers up in the air. And the fucking papers went into the crowd. It was so funny because he was like, oh no, I need those. Or like, someone's going to get them and leak them online and there's actually stuff on there. And he like looked behind him to try to get the papers from the fan. And then he was like, oh, I'm on air. I don't know. It was just kind of a funny moment. I found that to be hilarious. So that was really funny. It was almost as funny as the first time that I started eating my own douchebag. Like, that was a night. Like, I was hungry anyway, and maybe that contributed to it. I'm not sure. But I was like, you know what? People eat placenta. People eat their own, whatever. And I'm like, I'm just going to nibble on it. And it's like eating chips almost with like a little bit of dip on it. And my own just fleshy, bloody, penny, like putrid, like nasty chunkiness was tasty. Like, seriously. So listen, most women, as long as they're not like over 48 or something, or like menopause or whatever, could survive in the wilderness without a man. Like, I mean, scooping it up and then just eating it back again, like, it's not a problem. But can men do that? Not really. They could eat their own shit, but that's really disgusting. Like, that's gross. This is natural. Like, it's like eating eggs. It's like we eat chicken eggs. That's chicken, period, right? Eggs are just chicken, period. So what the fuck is the difference? But men, you're not going to eat your own shit. So men are good for nothing. They just eat their own shit. Like, if they were in the wilderness, they'd be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Oh, I'll eat my own shit. But a girl, like women like me, you know what I mean? I just eat my own period. It's fucking amazing. I eat my own fucking period. It's so, like, amazing. Like, women are amazing. They give birth. Like, they eat their own period. Like, seriously, men cannot do half the shit we can do. Suck at men. Just saying.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron. Scissor me, Joe!
Forget, Jesus, Joe, are you a shim?
I don't know what a shim is. What the hell is that? Is that like somebody who gets a rim job in the middle of the night? What the fuck is that, AJ Adams? $9.99 changes the filters. We don't know what's gonna hit. I just hit the random button and I don't know what filter's gonna come up, and then I just become that filter. It's amazing for $9.99 or above. It's a fun fucking night. Seriously. I'm trying to get Raw to reload on my YouTube app so I can start watching it again so that it reminds me of the match order. There it goes. It finally fucking fixed. What a problem. Like, no, it didn't. It won't. Oh my God.
No wallet.
Oh my God. I'm so mad right now. It's not working. What the fuck is this? Stealth, how you doing? Federico, how you doing? Hit the like button. Let's get to 100 likes at least. Rican Girl, how you doing, Rican Girl? I'll put this belt on you, baby. Okay? Put this belt on you all day. Seriously. Oh my God, what happened to my filter? Oh my God. Whoa, what happened to my filter? I'm back. Whoa. Hey, guys. Jesus. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Back the way. Whoa! Whoa! What is this? What?
I'm Stone Cold Hitler. God damn it, I'm Stone Cold Hitler. What the fuck is this? Holy god damn it. Oh my God. Stone Cold Hitler. God damn it. What the hell is happening here? Austin 316 says I just burned your ass. Get this out of here.
There we go. I'm back. Oh my God. That was so scary. Get that man out of here. What was that? Holy mother of God. It was Mean Gene Okerlund. It might be. Oh my God. What was that? I can't believe that just happened. This is so weird. It was kind of Jesse Ventura, I guess. Maybe. That was bizarre. I don't know what that filter is. This app is going to get canceled, though.
It's Monday Night Raw.
There he goes again with his generic Monday Night Raw. Let me see if I can get us to the point of where we're supposed to be. Of where we're supposed to be. All right. Oh my God, dude. It won't work. It just won't work. Yes, I really lost my hair. I lost all my hair. I lost my fucking hair, everybody. It was a nice night of trick-or-treating tonight. You know what I mean? Like, it was so fun. Like, we went out, it was just so good. Dude, it was, like, so warm outside tonight. The kids had a blast. It was warm out. It didn't rain. Last year, it rained like a motherfucker. Like, and this year, it was so beautiful. So, Bianca Belair came out dressed like a fucking pumpkin. That was interesting, right? Like a fucking pumpkin or whatever. And that was cool. All right, why am I hearing myself? That's so weird. Stop that. So, yeah, it was crazy. My kids had a blast. I had a blast. Nikki Cross comes back in the opening match. Obviously, there's all this intrigue there about Nikki Cross. By the way, Denise Salcedo's a whore. I just want to say that. Not as pretty as me. And she has no real opinions on anything except her titties. I don't know. So yeah, opening match, pretty good there, but nothing I really cared that much. Nikki Cross is just crazy. I don't understand the intrigue really. She's a midget. That's the other thing. She's really tiny. Bianca Belair, looking really orangey and sexy in that outfit. Like wood smash, wood scissor. But a commercial break in the middle really put me off. At that point, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back to eating my tampon. And so I did. I went back to eating my tampon and I was like, all right, I'll come back when this is like resolved, and I just thought it was too slow. Like it was a slow match with the commercial break. It really interrupted things and made things just go on too long. It was just, I lost interest is what I'm trying to say. But I really woke up when Brock Lesnar's music hit tonight. I was like, wow, okay. When Brock Lesnar's music hit, I was like, I'm awake again. Because the women at first, they kind of put me to sleep. Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle was fucking fabulous. I loved that tonight. That was the best match. Absolutely amazing. Seth Rollins, or not Matt Riddle, Seth Rollins in Theory. It was Austin Theory. By the way, A-Town Down, can someone tell me what that means? A-Town Down? What does that even mean? Like, I feel like A-Town Down means like that's some kind of like sex position or something. Like when I hear A-Town Down, I think like that's when someone like 69's you but in the butt crack or something. Like that's what I get out of it. Like, hey, I went A-Town down. Like, ugh, you did that? Yeah, I did it. Like, I just think it's a stupid name. It's like, call it the face drop or the destruction or the destructor or theory of the end or the theory drop or like at like I don't know anything but A-Town down. Like, what is that? Like a sex position? It's so weird. I hate that. It's weird. I don't like the name.
You raised a piece of shit.
No, you did.
Speaking of changing the filter, Hope William Shatner changed the filter in his pool after his wife croaked in it.
Oh
Can't
my God.
take Kevin Patrick.
Oh my
Dry,
God.
dull, no voice inflection, passion. He sucks cum. Who's the one who clamored for Dakota Kai's return? Wink.
Well, I like Dakota Kai. I just don't think she's good in this group. She needs to wrestle Tegan Knox. And, oh my God. Oh my God. Scissor me. Scissor me. Fucking scissor me.
Scissor me, daddy. All I wanna do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me. All I want you to do is scissor me.
What's up, Joe? Raw was better than last 2 weeks for 5/10. I didn't know that gay D takeover show.
Man, thank you so much for the donation. That is Brian with the $9.99. 4.5 out of 10 from Brian. No, I won't let anybody take over the show like that. Brian, thank you for the dono, man. What's up? It's Halloween, guys. It's Halloween. We're having a good time. We're having a fun time. And, you know, we're going to switch over to the Rhea Ripley filter. We're going to switch over to the Rhea Ripley fucking filter. Okay, I can't do that voice for like the whole show. I mean, that will kill me. Let's be honest. But thank you for scissoring me. It's Halloween, and I'm having a pretty good time tonight. Let me tell you that. Dude, I ate this asparagus earlier. My piss is going to smell horrific tonight. It's going to smell so bad. My piss. So, you know, it is what it is. I didn't really like the trio, the women's stuff too much. And yes, Kevin Patrick, a little too dry on commentary. Corey Graves tried, but he comes off just so kind of like fake that it doesn't work the greatest. Then we go to this cut with Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley's like, I'm going to say all this stuff, you know, to Brock Lesnar and blah, blah, blah. And then they're trying to tell him, like, Bobby, Brock's coming out here. Oh, my God. Huge pop.
Brock Lesnar is in the house. Bobby, I don't know if you can hear me, but Lesnar is here. The Beast Incarnate is in the arena in Dallas, Texas.
By the way, I raped Dominic. Just saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brock Lesnar. Well, no
Love
secret
it.
that Brock Lesnar does whatever the hell Brock Lesnar wants to do, whenever the hell Brock Lesnar wants to do it. We're scheduled.
So I like that this was chaotic and stuff like that. It actually kind of woke the crowd up. So I understand it could have opened Raw, and I understand why they didn't do it. But I you know, it could have started Raw, to be honest. I even Triple H was out there. You know, they did make it seem like pretty good, but it's another pull apart. We've seen the pull apart so many times. That it's kind of like, all right, I like Triple H coming out angry like Vince or something. And he's like, you guys touch each other again like it's the fight's over or whatever. So, you know, it was chaotic. It was pretty well done. It's just been done with Brock so much. But, I mean, hey, it was pretty good. I thought it was all right. Because there was really not much else those two were really going to do that was going to make me go, this is cool, you know. So, I appreciate it for what it was. But, you know, at this point, I'm thinking Raw, you know, I'm like, all right, Raw is like, right now, it's like around a 3 or 4 out of 10. We're probably on pace for the same thing as last couple of weeks, but it does feel a little bit better already, a little bit, slightly better than the last week of a 3 or 2 out of 10. Like, all right, it's a little bit better, a little bit. And then Theory comes out, decent enough promo. Seth Rollins comes out. Then these guys had great chemistry in this match. I really enjoyed the match. This was the match of the night, I got to believe. I don't know. Whatever. It was good. So this was a good match. These guys, it felt like it was a big deal for whatever reason. They had great chemistry. And at this point, this raised the show's elevation to around a 5 for me. Around a 5 out of 10. Now, it doesn't mean it couldn't go back down or whatever, up and down, but at this point, I'm like, all right, this is pretty solid. They go to commercial break. That's unfortunate after some good stuff outside the ring. But, you know, obviously you got to pay the bills, right? Got to pay the bills in WWE. Seth Rollins has kind of dyed his hair back to that color he used to have with that little bit of white or golden or blonde or whatever the hell he's got going on there. Interesting. Trans Crow. Yeah, this is the Trans Crow, baby.
I'm the Trans Crow. Do you really want to fuck with me? All right, I'm coming back to avenge my fucking girlfriend.
Yes, this is the Trans Crow, bro. So good job there with the Seth Rollins match. I did enjoy it with Theory. What up, Brian? How you doing, man? I'm looking for your thing about the Halloween stuff, but I don't see it. My nose is so fucking stuffed right now, dude. I need like a fucking spray. I need a shot of something up my nose. Good Lord, I want to speak like this. What would I don't know what I would give Austin Seth. I don't know, maybe a 7.5 out of 10, which is pretty good. Then Roman arrives, and this is why I kind of like tonight better than last week and the week before. The night built and built and built. Bianca and Nikki Cross, a nice little opening, I guess. Intrigue about Nikki Cross. And then we get to the Brock stuff, which is kind of crazy. And then we get a good match with Theory and Seth. So we're rolling at this point, right? We're rolling at this point in the first hour. And then, on top of that, after they're kicking ass with that stuff, Roman arrives, and you're like, oh, shit, Roman, hell yeah, because we like Roman now. It's pretty good. I want to say, acknowledge me. And then Roman comes out. He milks the entrance. The people are loving it. They're molesting the audience. The audience can't wait to get a little UCEY up in here. They're getting a little UCEY in Texas. Roman acknowledges that. They acknowledge Roman. Everybody's having a great time. What a fucking great little interaction. The fans are loving it, dude. That UCEY shit has put it on to another level now. Maybe a level that's too funny, but it's still putting it on to a pretty good level.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge him. And here comes the UCEY chants.
Don't worry. I got Sammy and Jay out there in the world working on becoming a little more UCEY. So by the time we're done in Saudi Arabia, you should see a new man, an UCEY right-hand man, Jey Uso.
A little more UCEY.
Enough about the UCEY talk. Let me be real with y'all right quick. For over 2 years now, I've been hyping opponents. And the only thing that happens is we get to the match and they get smashed.
Love
I don't
this
want y'all to
part.
think I'm dishonest. I'm not up here lying to you, no. So, I had to think about this, and let's be honest. I'm the greatest of all time. And I'm going against a guy who's had 2 matches. So there's no way that I'm gonna sit up here and I'm gonna hype up a match with an outsider like Logan Paul. You see, no, the tribal chief won't do that, but the wise man will.
I like that Roman acknowledged that, then he handed the mic off. Hey, John, what's up, bro? Thank you for saying that earlier. I was just scrolling through the chat, man. Yeah, we had a good time, man. My son went as Sonic the Hedgehog. Finn was Sonic the Hedgehog. My daughter was Max from Stranger Things. And Gavin was doing the Purge mask. So, or Antifa, either way you want to say it. So, yeah, we had a good time tonight. Thank you, man. I hope your family had fun too, man. I hope you had fun with your kids. Or your kid, rather. You only have one, right? I think. Anyway, thank you, man. Hope you had a good night. Hope everybody had a good Halloween. Whether you were handing out candy, having a fun time handing out candy, or whatever, man, you were just having a good time in general. You know, I hope you had a good night. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I hate Republicans. I'm sorry. All right. But no, I hope you had a good time tonight. Yeah, my daughter pulled off the Max from Stranger Things pretty well, I think. She pulled it off pretty well. I got a picture. She did a pretty good job. She got the Walkman, you know. And she's got the face. If they need to cast her, cast the younger version, I think she's got it down, you know. My kids will children of the corn the hell out of you. You realize that? I mean, listen, some of the neighbors were scary tonight. Yeah, she pulled it off. She looked pretty good. Dude, I was playing some of my old tapes on that Walkman. I was having a blast. I was like, man, I got to play all my old tapes on this thing. So she looked pretty good. You know? But we went out with the bloody version. You know, we did go out with the bloody version. Pretty good stuff. She had a blast. But yeah, Finn was Sonic, and he actually twisted his ankle a week ago, and it's been hurting him when he runs, and I'm like, oh man, your ankle is going to kill you while we're trick-or-treating. Like, your ankle is going to kill you. I said it to him. And it did. Halfway through, he was like, can you carry me? Oh, my foot is killing me. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I knew it. We took the dog with us. Leah dressed the dog up like a pumpkin. Check out the dog. Look at the dog's like, roar. Dog had a blast. Finn was last minute, so he didn't get the best Sonic outfit, but because he was like last minute on choosing what he wanted, and by the time he finally chose something, it was like too late. I do want to complain, though, that, you know, while he was out, you know, dressed as Sonic, having a good time tonight, look in the background. Like, seriously, bro, you're going to let your dinosaurs just run wild like this? Like, you're going to let a dinosaur just run wild like this? Like, on Halloween? What the fuck is this, Jurassic Park, bro? Don't you enjoy it, though, every year when you see the dinosaur guy? Like, every year you see one or two of them, maybe a couple more. Every year, a couple of dino guys running around, you know? Without fail. I think this filter is killing my computer. My computer does not like this filter. My computer's like, please end this filter. This filter's too much. Look at this. It's like stroby. All right, let me try something different. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What has happened to me? Oh, my God. Happy Halloween. My head is the size of a ball sack. Okay, my head's the size of a ball sack now. That's weird. Anyway, we really got to get back to the review, and we got to get back to listening to this phenomenal promo from Roman Reigns. Okay, let's get back to that.
And the wise man to the tribal chief, the GOAT, the greatest of all time.
This part was great.
The undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns.
I love that, like, they try to just, like, it's like they're bringing up how he really could lose and promoting that without doing it in a different way. It's very interesting. And it's not very interesting, but it's, you know, I think it's a good call.
Shawn Michaels.
Like it.
And yet with all this on Logan Paul's side this Saturday at Crown Jewel, he's going to get smashed by the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Because if there's one thing in this world on the island of relevancy that Roman Reigns cannot tolerate is an outsider.
Ooh.
So, this Saturday night.
Wait a second. What's the A-lister doing out?
Then the Miz comes out,
This is
cuts a pretty intriguing sort of promo, and then Roman Reigns just knocks him the hell out, and then he talks some amazing trash into the camera. I absolutely loved Roman Reigns just getting in the camera like, I'm fucking Roman Reigns, and he was just getting crazy into the camera. Dude, that that was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that part. We got a little UCEY tonight.
You raised a piece of shit.
Riddle looked less like Ezekiel and more like Kerry Von Erich pre-gunshot.
I was thinking the same thing.
WWE is billion-dollar company and can't afford to buy real Loverboy song for Otis and Gable skit?
Yeah.
Hell, not frozen over yet cause Jets still suck. Scissor Sonny's driver's license.
Oh. Wow. All right. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't get that song, but it kind of ruined it in a way. But I don't know, it was all right. You got what they were doing. You know what I mean? Like, I knew what they were doing. You know what they were doing. So it wasn't that bad. I actually really enjoyed that part. I got to be honest, man. I actually really enjoyed when they were like coming out doing the dance. Like, I kind of popped for that. And then Otis thrusting, like, normally, like, I was actually laughing at that as he thrusted down to the ring. And you know, if Vince was watching that Vince McMahon was dying. So that's the part that I find funny. It's like he's not even there, but that was a total Vince McMahon thing. And maybe that's the Bruce Pritchard, but it could be Triple H too. I mean, everybody else has a sense of humor. You know, but it was the type of sense of humor, you know, that Vince really would have loved. So if Vince was watching that, dude, Vince was dying. Because I thought that was funny. And that was some old type of fucking shit that, you know, Vince would have loved. I think you might love the UCEY stuff too. If he's been listening to any of that, Vince liked the UCEY stuff. Like, I really do. I think Vince likes the UCEY shit. Vince wants to get UCEY. Trying to think of what else I thought. But yeah, Roman with a good promo into the camera. Microphones picked it up. Commentary really didn't say much about it. I would have sort of said, wow, man, Roman is angry. And he's, you know, we haven't seen him this lit up in a while. It's going to be something in Saudi Arabia. You know, they just didn't really say anything, though. They just kind of let it go to commercial. But, what, you know, just a little bit of a nitpick on that. I thought maybe instead of just going to commercial. They come back and The Miz has the ice pack on himself. Feeling all shitty. The Miz with his ice pack. Just kind of bored of The Miz for the most part, though. Too much of The Miz. Mustafa Ali and The Miz. Oh, my God. Zero interest, bro. Absolute zero interest. When Mustafa Ali came out there and was like, he looked down at The Miz's crotch, and he's like, oh, you're really small. It was just weird. Like, I don't know, man. I thought that was weird. Like, listen, I enjoyed the Big Show in the bathroom when he laughed at him and they were like, or whatever happened, they call you the Big Show or whatever that was, you know, Val Venus or whatever. He pissed on somebody, the coach or whatever, all that stuff. I liked all that, but I just found the Mustafa Ali, I find really stupidly cringe, and The Miz, like, I don't care about this at all. And on top of it, I just thought it was a lame segment. I did not like this. This is where things started to take a turn for me, and I was like, all right, I don't care about this at all. Like, that segment made me not want to see the match, and then when the match happened, I definitely didn't want to see it. And I was like, all right, I don't care about this. Then the OC came out in Judgment Day, and Raw just kept getting worse at this point. So, the first hour and 20 minutes were great. But then Raw took a heavy nosedive, and I would say that Raw probably ends up being about a 5 out of 10 tonight because of all this. That's probably like if you're like wondering like where am I going to sit with this? Where is everybody going to sit with this? That's where I'm sitting with it. Probably around a 5 out of 10 or so. Nothing crazy. But it could have been better, man. It could have been better. But it was better than the last couple of weeks, so at least it's been better. Because I didn't come on here trashing it like last week because it made me so sleepy the last couple of weeks that I was like, dude, this is dead. Kind of like my Raw review is dead. But the show was dead last couple of weeks. Tonight, it felt like it had something. And on Halloween, that's amazing because Halloween is usually a terrible show. They also lit the show to be a little more orangey. I think we all kind of noticed that. So they went with this kind of little Halloween theme of the lighting. Or unless that's the new Raw look, but I don't think so. I think they purposely were trying to give us some kind of a, Raw lighting or whatever. And so for Halloween, so that was nice. A little bit of something. Then JBL came out and made it good again. JBL, one of the best speaking promos of the night. JBL was good. Roman was good. Theory and Seth Rollins was good. And I actually liked the 60-minute segment. I actually liked it. I actually kind of liked the 60-minute segment. Again, Byron Saxton, much better in the back. I've been saying it for 3 years. Please put him in the back. I liked the segment. I saw Mustafa earlier said it was cringe. I didn't, or it was bad. I don't know. I liked it. And I found it interesting that the idea of like, oh, Dexter was being paid to follow him. That was interesting, kind of. Like, I mean, it wasn't the greatest thing, and it certainly is PG, but I mean, it was something. And again, JBL was going after the woke people, and fucking Austin, and you fat, chubby hands. Oh, my God, dude, that was great. So, again, this was the tale of two shows. A quarter to a half of the show was decent enough. Pretty good, and then the other half was dead. Everything kind of took a bit of a dive when R-Truth came out, but he was fun still anyway. Riddle comes out. And after that, though, after JBL, like I said, the pumpkin street fight thing was kind of fun. I thought that was all right. And my fucking nose is stuffed and I can barely breathe. Good Lord. My nose is a wreck. I did crack up at this. Vince would have jerked off to this. Like, Vince would have eaten his... Vince was at home waxing his carrot to this. There is no doubt in my mind. I'm, pretty sure. And this is the type of take that you need to subscribe to this channel for. Here on YouTube. Yeah, the backstage interview to me wasn't too bad. Maybe it wasn't the greatest. Wasn't that good, but the tiny balls thing, I'm sick of that with The Miz, and certainly with Mustafa, that was just stupid, bro. I mean, I don't know. And that's it, man. I'll give Raw a 5 out of 10. I'll give Raw a 5 out of 10, which beats last week's 3 out of 10. And the week before that's 2 or 3 out of 10, whatever I gave it. Let's see what you guys are giving it. On a Halloween night, a lot of us were busy tonight having Halloween or watching football or whatever. Only 286 votes. We get more votes on an AEW Wednesday night. My AEW reviews do better than Raw reviews. I thought it's going to end up actually getting a thumbs down tonight, looks like, from you guys. Wow, it's going to get a thumbs down, which 5 out of 10 for me, that's close. Last week's show definitely got a thumbs down from everybody. About 80% said bad last week. About 78% said bad the week before, I think. And tonight, it's still going to get a thumbs down slightly, but it did do better. The poll did better than the last couple of weeks, which I agree. 5 out of 10, not really a passing grade, but a thumbs middle. And I'll give it the win. I give it the win of a thumbs slightly up for the mere fact that there was some stuff to watch out of it. There are some things that I enjoyed, which in previous weeks I really have almost enjoyed nothing. In fact, a lot of those times I just enjoyed sleep at that point. You know, I enjoyed fucking sleep. And for that reason, you know, it is what it is. But, man, it's Halloween tonight, brother. It's Halloween. Hit that like button and stick the thumb up my rectum. Guys, if you want to donate tonight to the show, go ahead. It's up top. The link is up top. Drop a dono, and we'll get you up here on the screen if somebody tops out the dono spot. Plus, we're changing the filters tonight. Because it's Halloween, I got the filters on to have a little bit of fun. What did you think of Monday Night Raw? Leave it in the chat. Click the like button, and, of course, subscribe if you're hard and you got a hard on. Let me know what you thought of Monday Night Raw, and we'll talk about it if we can. And nothing beats these two men just making out. You know, look at this. Can you imagine what they do in the shower later when this is over? Can you imagine the fornication that happens? And Vince loved it. You know, Vince was at home, like rubbing chocolate all over his cocker. You know what I mean? You know, Vince was at home rubbing himself down, you know, like a maniac, just like, oh, yeah. Asking Triple H if he can fly out on his private jet to sit on Otis's face. You know? Whew. No, I usually only do gaming streams on Sundays, Black Vince McMahon. Or, you know, randomly during the week. But not tonight, for sure not for tonight. You know? It's got to be a hell of a night to keep continuing on this show, you know what I mean? But, yeah, probably wrapping it up soon. A lot of people are out for Halloween. People aren't here, you know, stuff like that. But I will peek over because he celebrated a birthday the other day. And I will peek over to see what, Mustafa thought of Monday Night Raw tonight. What up, baby?
What's going on?
You get it wet, brother.
Hold on one second. My Discord's acting up. Discord's acting funny.
It does it.
I don't know why.
It does that. It's a piece of garbage.
No, don't worry, man. I'll figure it out. Okay. Here.
All right. Get UCEY, baby.
Yeah, man. So apparently, the only two things, well, technically three, because we got a title change, which was kind of expected in a lot of ways. The only two things really coming into this go home show for Crown Jewel are Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. And the fact that we had a heel versus heel with Austin Theory and Seth Rollins for the U.S. strap, and yet Seth obviously is going to be the babyface in all this. Again, probably the best match of the night, but other than that, really everything has just been a retread for the past number of weeks. And I understand you're trying to establish all the stars, but they're already established.
Well, I mean, I'm just what was really a retread? I mean, like, I get it. Like, I haven't really liked Raw. Last 2 weeks of Raw was so bad, I don't even remember what happened. But tonight, I mean, at least I thought, like I told you all the good things that I thought. I thought Brock Lesnar and Lashley, you know, run-of-the-mill stuff, but entertaining enough, I guess. Seth Rollins in Theory was good. And, you know, the promo of Roman was really good, I thought. The promo of JBL was really good. And the Byron Saxton, I liked the 60 Minutes thing a little bit. It wasn't the greatest thing, but it was, those things I thought were pretty good.
Yeah. And again, I am actually interested more so now in Sami Zayn that I've probably haven't even, you know, I remember, you know, we were having this conversation where, Sami Zayn wasn't really as interested or interesting to me when he was doing like the whole conspiracy thing, and I wasn't the biggest fan of that. But I will say that this is probably the hottest he's ever been in WWE outside of, you know, being in the independents.
Oh yeah.
And you know, and even in the independents, he was only loved because, you know, he wore a mask and he was just funny. Now he's funny and he can do no wrong, especially in the fact that he's associated with the top guys in the company.
What up, Dan? How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing, Joe? How was your Halloween?
Well, I had a good time, man. We had a blast.
You sounded like yesterday, dude.
Who, Dan or me?
You.
Oh, I mean, I was still sick. Yeah, I mean, so now my nose is stuffed for some reason. I don't know why.
Wait. Are you saying that your nose is not, in fact, UCEY?
My nose is not UCEY right now.
Oh,
no,
damn.
not UCEY. Yeah, we decorated the house for everybody asking. Yeah, we went crazy.
My town was fucking dead, Joe.
Really? My town was a party, bro. Look, I mean, we didn't do much. If you look at my house, if you look at my house, we didn't do much here. Well, actually, you can't see it. There you go. Now you can see it. We didn't do much here. But I mean, we got the orange lights, the purple lights. This picture doesn't do the justice.
I mean, like about.
We're good to go.
About one and like we got like maybe 1 in 25 houses with lights or decorations.
Well, okay. Yeah, well, man, on my street, if there's like, we'll say 13 houses up my street or 15 houses up my street, 5 or 6 of them were decorated. But on the street behind us, same thing, about 12, 15 houses, or 20 houses on the street behind us, 14 of them were decked out. And then up the road, everyone's decked out. I mean, my neighborhood's nuts. They go crazy. My neighborhood's crazy.
Fuck, I need to go spend Halloween in your neighborhood next year.
I mean, all I do is put some lights up. But what the other neighbors do, dude, there's like shit coming out of the ground, fire pits, people on wagons. Like, these people out here are nuts, bro. I live in a fucking in a neighborhood where like some of these people are like fucking doctors and shit. This is why I don't have enough money to pay my fucking mortgage almost, because these people are rich out here, like, or not rich, but they have.
I was just gonna say, Joe, like, me living in Jersey, especially like in various parts. I live right next to a mildly rich neighborhood, and my town is actually not that bad either. But the thing is that in terms of, being decked out, and I'm actually seeing more families now going trick-or-treating when it was just really just kids just going by themselves doing whatever the heck they wanted to do around my town. Now it's just like more, of a family thing when it was just realistically like, just kids being kids.
Right.
And as I've gotten older, like, again, if I'm not with people, I'm not dressing up, dude. Like, why would I dress up by myself? I'm not a furry. I'm not
I dressed up as Shaggy this year.
You would dress up as Shaggy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh wait, from the Scooby-Doo or?
Yeah. From Scooby-Doo.
Oh, okay. All right.
Like Zoinks, man.
Yeah, you are definitely a Shaggy.
Yeah, your mustache is Shaggy. Your hair is Shaggy. Your voice.
You know
is
who
Shaggy.
you look like, Dan? Actually, you also look like that guy, the guy who's the arcade manager in Stranger Things.
Oh God!
Do you know who the guy I'm talking about?
I haven't seen Stranger Things.
Oh my God!
Oh man!
I mean, I would say that this guy, you actually do look better than this guy, but you really do remind me of the guy who's the arcade manager from Stranger Things. He's in a bunch of stuff. And again, I think you actually look better than him, but he is kind of reminiscent of you.
I've heard I look like Kelso from the 70s show.
Yeah, you kind of look like Kelso. You look somewhere in between. You know what I mean? Like, you don't look Ashton Kutcher exactly, but you also don't look as mongoloid as this guy. But you do look somewhere in the middle of this guy and Ashton Kutcher is your truth. You know? Like, this guy looks more mongoloided than you, but very close. Anyway, I wish I could eat some pizza, but my gallbladder would explode.
You need to get gluten-free pizza.
Yeah, you're right. But even the other stuff, bro, the cheese or whatever? Or is that with the, I don't know.
And Eddie Chaos, yeah, I would dress up in a play. Why? Because it's freaking required, you dunce.
Well, that's the whole thing is dress up, yeah.
Yeah, it's one big cosplay for 2 hours, and we take your money.
Joe, take your family to see the Emmett Till movie.
Actually, I would recommend that.
Yeah,
Please
let me take
that.
you know what? And after that, we're gonna go see the play Gas Chambers from 1944. That'll be a fun time. Yeah,
Is
bro.
that actually if that's actually a show?
No, it's not. Because why would I want to go see this? Great. I want to take my family. Hey, kids, you know what we should go look? What we should watch? You guys want to fucking die? You want to feel like dying? Let's go watch this.
Let me ask you a question. Did you watch Roots when you were in school? Did they
Yes.
make you watch Roots?
I watched Roots on TV myself, but
okay.
But not in school. I actually never saw it in school, but I did watch it. I don't remember exactly why. I think when it aired, I want to say, let me see when it aired.
No, dude, it aired in the 70s. I mean, you talking about like a rerun.
Okay, then it is then it is the rerun. But yeah, so it was on one night. And I don't remember why. It was on TV. Whatever reason, it was on TV. And it might have even been like broken up over a few days or so.
Yeah, because there's parts to it.
Yeah, so we watched it. I mean, as a family, like my father and me and my mom.
Oh, your dad was still alive. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
my dad's probably partially the one who was, because my mother wouldn't watch something like that. I don't think by
herself.
Yeah, like by herself or whatever. Yeah, exactly. But my dad would be like, "This is interesting. I'm gonna watch this," And so yeah, my dad, my mom, and me all watched it. So yeah, I saw it with them. So like that's why when I think of Roots, I mean it's not the greatest thing to think of, but when I think of Roots, I think of watching it with them, and then watching Star Trek especially. And the biggest thing for me was I didn't know that LeVar Burton. Like I figured out pretty
Reading Rainbow.
Like I figured out pretty early that LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow was
Next Generation too.
Was in the Next Generation. I figured out he was Geordi, but it blew my mind a little bit later when I was like, that's Kunta Kinte or whatever the fuck. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Oh my god! Like I didn't even know.
Yeah, I remember. I only watched Roots once in my life, and I never want to watch it again because for the obvious reasons, it's just too close to home.
It's really that's the reason why I can't watch the Emmett Till thing because I'll get I'll just get angry.
I will say, if you were to watch it once and never watch it again, I would respect.
Well,
that.
I might watch it, but I don't think I would take my kids to it.
Well, here's the thing. I know for a fact that anyone who watches that movie will be educated. Yes, it is hard to hear and watch, but guess what? It matures you to know that, yes, this did not only happen, but also situations like this still can happen regardless of where you live. I don't care if it's in the United States or anywhere else.
Well, it's not just like, well, it's like Star Trek has a lot of these messages, right? Star Trek The Next Generation has a lot of these messages, different sort of messages that aren't beaten over your head. But even Roots, it's like one of those things where this can happen at any time, any place throughout the course of history. Things can change, territories can change, tribes can change, and this can just keep happening again because it did. It happened to everybody in every race and in some form or way. But this is the most recent version of it, and it's not that long ago, and whatever. So yeah, it's one of those things. I'm not saying that I wouldn't show my kids things, but I would definitely probably watch it first. Like my father probably saw Roots first, I think. Because he was
I would reckon so. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because I mean, dude, the fact that they announced that from I remember in years ago, they announced the casting like this is back when they didn't do it on TV, they did it in the newspapers, and freaking Mr. Brady was playing the slave owner, which again it was a bit of a stretch because he was like the most popular TV dad at the time outside of the guy who played the dad in Happy Days. And I mean, so it was definitely what was his name, Tom Bosley or whatever like that. But yeah, but with Brady, it was a whole nother story, bro. And this was this movie in particular, it's got like a 99 rating on Rotten Tomatoes, I think. So,
well, I don't agree. I mean, Rotten Tomatoes, bro. Hold on a minute.
Rotten Tomatoes is overrated.
All you got to know is this: if it's the audience score, then you know it's good. But if it's the
no, the audience score is pretty high too. It's very high.
Let me go take a look. Let's see.
Hey Joe, while you're looking for that,
yep,
I have some good news.
You're gay?
No. I have made it to 70 subscribers.
Jesus Christ. Well, that is. I mean, I would have thought 100 is when you'd say that.
No. It's not 100.
I don't. I'm not expecting to make it to 100, Joe.
What's the name of the Emmett Till? Congratulations, Dan. But let's get Dan.
This is called Till.
We got to get Dan to 100 subs.
That would be nice.
All right, let's go look at Till. Oh, it does get a good audience score.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm shocked.
And I think it's educational, but at the same time, like, dude, it's real. It's real, you know. And I mean, again, I'm going to go see Wakanda Forever, and I'm actually going to go see Black Adam this week because I get to see it.
Is this the biggest virtue signal? Like, of I'm going to go see everything black?
No.
What is this?
Whoa.
Think about all the stuff you just named. Just think about everything you just named. Hey, you know what, Mustafa?
Black Adam.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go see Downton Abbey tomorrow, and then I'm going to see every white
movies. Yes, that they happen to be black, but that's not the reason. They're two superhero
I know. I'm
movies
just
that
come on.
Technically speaking, Black Adam's not black.
I know The Rock is half. You know, and
he's half black, half Samoan. But remember,
the real
was chosen for this role. He was chosen for this role and wanted to do it, and it took him 15 years. So they've been preparing. So yeah, I'm actually going to go watch this, especially since.
Oh yeah, especially since the fans love it and the critics don't like it. That tells you it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, that's why I want to see it. So.
Yep. No, I plan on Wakanda Forever. I was told I'm not supposed to see that because I'm white, and they're getting. Well, there's all these things like don't go. All the black people are making TikToks, and they're like, don't let everyone see it first. You shouldn't go. And I'm like, so now I'm scared to go.
Well, Joe, I'm going to see it either way, whether people that of color want me to see it or not. If they don't like it, they can fucking suck it.
Oh. No, but
say that again?
I don't know why they made that movie.
They can fuck. You heard me, Mustafa. I'm going to see Wakanda Forever, and whether people of color that I'm going to see it, I don't give a shit.
Most people are probably happy you're there. It's only some woke weirdo.
I'm going to be happy that you're there. Actually, I'm going to be happy.
Right now, Dave Rose's head's exploding.
It's always exploding, man. But again, what is new? But I love Dave.
No, you should. You really shouldn't though. Because I think he might be, a Nazi. But
The reason I'm going to see it is I have sunk too much money into the MCU not to finish it out.
That is ridiculous. See, I'm done with MCU. I am done. I'm not going to see another MCU movie. I'm done. All done. Not seeing another one.
There he is.
They've gone full woke. I'm not seeing them. And also the Wakanda will just make me sad because I'll just think of Bozeman because it's ridiculous. Like, unfortunately, that I'm done with superhero movies unless Henry Cavill is going to be Superman again. I'll watch that.
What's the point? They've all been done,
Yeah. Well,
oh man, I really want to see that random obscure comic book character get his own fun, wacky movie where like pop music from the 80s and 90s plays. Like, who gives a fuck? We get it. Man. You're fucking nostalgic. Or, like, nobody gives a shit about that shit anymore. It's so lame.
You're the only one that doesn't give a shit about it because you're not old enough. But when you get old enough, you're gonna like.
No, I mean like. Well, then you're not bored of the same shit over and over again, where everything's trying to copy the.
Yes, I am.
So then, what are you fucking being a dickhead to me for? You fucking faggot.
Really. Oh god, damn! Here we go.
Here we go.
Damn, you've been here for 30 seconds.
I'm not going to be on for much longer, so bring it on. Whatever you want to say tonight, lay it out there now because I'm not staying on much longer.
I thought Bayley was champion last week. I thought she won the title. I was like, wait a second, why does Bianca still have the championship? And then I found out that it was only a championship contenders match last week, which I thought they stopped doing, but whatever.
My biggest question is, when is this Lesnar Loomis thing going to end?
Never.
God,
it's been 6 months?
Dude, how long has it been going on? Yeah, about like that, like what?
Yeah, the Dexter Loomis is too much. I've been saying that too for weeks. I don't care. I hate the Miz. He's so boring. I don't care if Dexter Loomis cuts his dick off, if he's his friend. Dexter Loomis could fuck him in the ass on Raw next week, and I'd just be like, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, they need to get both of these men. The Miz should go to SmackDown because he's always done better on that brand, and I feel like he'd probably have a little bit more things to do. And Dexter Loomis, I mean, yeah, how long are you gonna just do the same shit to introduce a character? Like, has he even had a match yet? I'm just fucking. You can't go 5-6 weeks of doing the same repetitive shit and expect people to be like, oh, they're just building towards a big match. Like, nobody gives a fuck about the Miz and Dexter Loomis. It's not a money match. Why do you need 2 months to build it?
Well, honestly, we're reaching Boogeyman Booker T levels. Like, that's what it feels like. And even then, I was just like not only turned off, but anytime when that segment was on, I literally turned the channel.
Yeah, where's Ciampa? Did he get injured?
He's injured.
Oh,
right
okay. Okay.
Hip surgery,
And
I think.
and it sucks because he was getting. We knew that eventually we were going to get the match between him and Miz, probably at like Rumble or WrestleMania time. And right now, he's just spending time with the family, healing up, and hopefully he comes back soon.
I don't think he's going to make that, right? Because it's a 9 month or 6, something like that.
9 months. Everybody's getting 9 months off for their injuries. Cody, Ciampa.
Well, I mean, it's a hip surgery, so you're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know the status of Randy at this point because Randy still has the the bad back and still has other issues going on.
There's a worry about him never coming back too. But I mean, I would think he'd come back for like almost like Lesnar type of stuff once in a while.
Where the fuck is Kevin Owens, dude?
They pulled him out of all the storylines because Sami Zayn got over.
Isn't he on like NXT or some shit now?
That's so stupid.
No,
why would you do that?
Because of what?
Because Sami Zayn was getting over. They were going to do something with him and Zayn again, but
now he's on NXT apparently. Like what?
I don't know.
Did you see that Nakamura is going to be fighting Muta?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man. Good for them on that because Muta needs to have because he's retiring, right?
All right. Quick question, since I'm not a hater, and many people are. I think Luke, you are one. But when it comes to what's going on with Anderson holding the Never belt, is this a work? Is it not a work? What's going on?
It feels like a work because the thing is like NJPW would not allow talent, especially with their belt,
no way to
make
work.
a comment and not like do something about it.
It's not a work because what's the point in the work?
That's also a question.
That's crazy. There's no point in the work. We advertised him. He's not there. Oh fuck! Like what are we gonna do? It's not a work. But you know what it is? It's them. It's them coming up with an excuse, so it feels like a work, but it's not a work to me.
Again, Meltzer or anybody else on high source, especially those that deal with NJPW, have really said anything of that sort.
But I don't care what he says. What's the point in the work? What does that lead to? Hey, we booked this match. They have a title match. Now he's not going to show up. So now we're going to have some shitty match instead of that title match. What's the point?
Joe, if that would have happened, they would have already awarded a belt to somebody else and would have done.
But that is happening.
Yeah, right. But again, then you have two belts, and then eventually it's going to have to be.
But what I'm saying to you is they're going with the hand they're dealt, which is fuck you. I got WWE stuff to do, and they're like, oh fuck, okay, well we'll have you come back another time and drop it. So it's not a work. It's not it's just what's happened. He picked them.
The thing is, if it's a shoot, you realize that NJPW, with all intents and purposes, can sue.
But that's the point. Yes,
and WWE and Triple H says, "Okay, how much do I have to cut the check for?" Like,
yeah, but dude, they're not gonna do a work.
It's counterintuitive though. It's also counterproductive. How will this benefit either organization when there's been talk that they do kind of want to work together? At least WWE wants to start to now connect with other brands that
that's why they're bending the knee.
AEW has been doing, for some time.
That's why they're bending the knee. New Japan is bending the knee. Like, okay, we're not happy about this, but we'll just figure it out. You know what I mean?
So it's not a work. It's what exactly? A business decision?
A poor business decision if it's considered a shoot. I'll tell you that much.
Maybe they think they're going to get AJ Styles out of it.
I doubt that. I mean, AJ is like a pretty hard get just because he got Carl Anderson. I doubt the WWE values him as much as they do AJ.
But I think one of the biggest reasons why Carl Anderson's been pushed for the past 2 weeks, especially in a singles capacity, is mainly just because of that reason. And again, I'm not trying to say this is deliberate on Triple H's part. I highly doubt it. But the fact that it's like this guy has one of their belts and is featured, and it's just one of those cases where, like, again, wherever this storyline goes with the Judgment Day and stuff of that nature, we're only gonna get so much of like, let's say maybe even AJ at this point, because again, AJ's even taking a tread back and stuff like that. So
I just don't think that you asked if it was a work. There's no where's the work going?
Well, that's the thing. Based upon from what we've seen through history, where if there's how like let's say Shawn Michaels, for example, he was suspended due to a drug policy issue. No one knew about it at the time. Then they award the belt to Razor in a battle royal, I believe it was, and then they go, and then Shawn comes back and says, "I never lost the belt," and then eventually it led to the ladder match where it was for the undisputed Intercontinental title. That's kind of how I see it, where they're going to maybe copy an AEW, maybe do an interim. I don't know. We could, there may be a title for title situation. And then, of course, Carl would have to drop the belt because there's just no way NJPW can afford to have their belt not being defended by the guy who originally won it. And especially when people in Japan, especially wrestling fans in Japan, take that as a sport and a legitimate sport at that. When in the U.S., obviously, we know the ins and the outs of the fact that it's just entertainment.
So you're saying that there would be like no chance New Japan could get AJ for a G1 Climax match or something?
Oh, you mean like a trade?
Yeah, given that they're working with, given the Shinsuke Nakamura match is happening.
With Triple H at the helm, anything is possible at this point. We've seen that proven. But again, that also comes down to a Stephanie Nick Khan decision as well.
Right.
And it's not a smart business decision because it's like, what do they got? The trade-off is you get one of their lesser champions because it's not that big of a title holder, you know what I'm saying?
So why would he? It just doesn't make sense to me. That's why I was asking you guys, because you follow WWE and all this stuff more.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
they the business savvy of this.
Well, yeah. Well, again, I don't understand how WWE can get. Both the OC, both guys, and we got one guy that's contracted with NJPW. And still has their belt, and he never did the business the right way of dropping the belt before you leave the time-honored tradition, and then just jump ship. That to me still puzzles me.
Look good on either company.
Exactly, and again, I thought when they first came back, I was actually excited. I'm like, oh wow, you got Carl Anderson, who's a champion, and who's a champion at NJPW, and actually
I read that.
Contracted.
Well,
is contracted with them, and then it was just like he's in WWE now. It's like great, he's going to drop the belt eventually, but then he comes out with these tweets.
The way I read it was that his contract was open enough that he was allowed to. Because I like this, I really do like to see people that are contracted by one company still be able to perform another. Wardlow appeared in this place in Toronto called Greektown Wrestling. It's a small promotion. But he appeared there, right after the appearance in Toronto. And I love to see people that are booked in big productions to be able to go to an indie show and appear there. I think it really adds a lot credence, not just to the indie show, but it's nice to see these people in an intimate environment rather than have to shell out all this money to see them the size of an ant.
Yeah, good seats. Get them good seats.
When you're in a church in an indie show, most of the seats are good seats compared to.
And by the way, great acoustics in those churches. I'm not going to lie. It's sold out.
They're churches after all. They do sing gospel in there.
Yes, they do, and praise breaking.
Impact was doing that too. I remember I filmed Ethan Page. He was he was holding the tag titles, and Impact was.
You filmed him without his knowledge.
Well, Impact lost its dignity.
That was a long.
Here's the thing. The only two things that even made Impact relevant within the past 5-6 years was Broken Matt Hardy's gimmick and Kenny Omega making an appearance, taking their title. Those are the only relevancies that they've had.
Yeah, it's so weird. You see episodes of Impact will pop up my feed and it'll be like Bullet Club versus some random faction. I'm like, how the fuck is the Bullet Club? First of all, how are they still around? And then second of all, why are they fighting on Impact? And Third, how come nobody's talking about it? Oh yeah, because it's Impact Wrestling.
Bullet Club is a product of NJPW, obviously, and Bullet Club has not been the same since the Elite left, and they've just been led by Jay White. Which, by the way, Jay White, am I the biggest fan of him? No, but he is, again, currently the champion, I believe, over there still, and Will Ospreay is trying to take that spot and try to occupy that. I think, honestly, he'd be a better fit as the champion than Jay White. But then you also have Okada, which is the centerpiece of the company. And Bullet Club, as popular as they once were, are not as popular as they were, especially since that some of the original members, like GOD, are no longer with the group. So a lot of that popularity just, flew out the window.
He's harassing me for it. Here you go. He's harassing me for it. So here you go, John. Enjoy. Hold on. Let me get it.
What the heck? What's going on?
There you go. There you go.
I can't see.
I temporarily went blind.
Hey, Joe, you don't even need Leah to create her own fucking OnlyFans. You just take photos of her, you use these filters, and you'll make big money fast.
I'm gonna put my wife's got videos up on OnlyFans. Didn't you guys know this?
I wonder if we can do that with the bat tattoo.
I just did.
Oh.
The bat. Imagine the bat doing that.
Imagine the bat. Oh, yes, dude. Like, what the fuck is this, dude?
That's messed up.
This is crazy.
You're doing it, too.
Look at me. I'm doing it. Like,
dude, seriously, set up an OnlyFans and just put these things up. Don't tell Leah, though.
What the fuck is this?
Where are we getting all this extra money from? Don't worry about it.
Shut up. Shut the hell up. That's just somebody
I'm
asked
just
for it.
prostituting myself, honey.
I'm just doing something. You shut up and go back to sleep. All right. Listen, boys, I'm out. Keep it hard.
See you guys here for Wednesday Dynamite.
Wednesday night AEW Dynamite. Happy Halloween. Halloween night, always a quiet night. Everybody's in comatose over the chocolate. Thank you guys. We didn't get to play with a lot of filters. I had a lot more to go, but hey man, it is what it is. Run Tonight Raw, Roman Reigns. 5 out of 10 from me. Good night.